I've been trying for really the better part of 2 weeks as far as being able to log in and get access to a school computer.
I don't know what computer work you were assigned to do.
I don't believe that you've been told different things. I think that the message has been very consistent and that you are not going to be given access as all of our summer-only people.
It seems odd that you're giving me an assignment, or the school is giving me an assignment to do computer work without being able to log into the computer.
This was something that you felt you needed to do your job. Then why didn't you just go to her like you've done in the past and say, I'm confused by the process, I'm not sure why I'm not, will I be given access? She would have told you.
What would she have told me?
You're not getting access.
Why would the school assign me to do computer work without giving me access to the school computer?
Well, I don't know, maybe they were giving you access some other, I can't answer that. That would
Okay,
be a
well,
question you would have.
and that's my frustration. If I was able to log in with my Duo app, I could just go right on. Every morning, I do the morning announcement. I print that out. I've got to give it to the kids. You know, I'm just trying to work.
You went on the first day of summer school and asked for access. Said that has to be a form. Then you went on the whole,
Right.
like finding out about the form. I'm just confused that, right? We don't usually have our staff call other departments, right? You always go through your building leadership. So you did not seek out. I mean, maybe you had a conversation. I don't know.
I do have a relationship with the IT department. I've made phone calls before. You know, I take the initiative.
I'm telling you that initiative is inappropriate.
was never told it was not gonna happen,
Well,
and I
then
never asked,
should've-
I asked them what the procedure was. That's all I was trying to find out. All I was trying to accomplish, just to access a school computer. And again, if I'm doing computer work, I should have the ability to do that.
There's no form to put you up for the summer, because
What?
the form is not going to be signed. We're not giving you access. You were calling other departments because you wanted to hear, yes, we can do it. And every person that told you that that was not going to be the case, you called the next person.
No, nobody told me that was the case. They told me what to do. I didn't
To
need
her
to.
office to ensure that you had a summer school appointment and the summer school job, and you were in her office asking her that question. I'm not sure why this wasn't brought to her. At the end of the school year, she told me that
Right.
you came in and you wanted a reassurance that
Right.
you were working summer.
Okay.
So you could go see an administrator for that,
Right.
and walk into her office unprompted, ask her, she answered your question. I don't understand why we were calling various departments, some of which have nothing to do with uploading our staff onto
The only,
onto the
you
Duo.
keep saying various departments. The only department I spoke to was the IT department.
I put out an email to IT and said, if Mr. Berkowitz contacts you, please transfer the call to my office.
What you're saying is about these issues with communication. We were notified by IT that you've called them around 5 times over the past week and a half trying to get access to this program. But you didn't talk to your building administration, which would have been the most direct path for communication here.
I've
So
spoken
it
to two of
seems
you.
like
I've spoken to administration about this. Anything related to this whole incident, and there's a lot of things that are not accurate here that I'm hearing. Anything related was, again, me trying to work.
What did they tell you on the previous 3 or 4 calls?
That an administrator would need to send an email to help desk and simply write, please have Steve Berkowitz's personal email linked to the Duo app so we can access the computer. That's it.
So you were given that information as the pathway forward. The administrator would have to give the approval. Why
Right.
did you keep going back to IT?
I sent the secretary an email, please send this to any administrator, because I was told to be any administrator. And I said, can you please have the following sent to the help desk, per the instruction of the help desk. So then
That wasn't the instruction.
that's what I was told.
Told that you needed an administrative, they never said to send it to the help desk. They said that you needed.
Exactly what they told me.
You just told me that you needed to have an administrator approval.
If IT gave you that information, why did you keep going back to IT?
You are going around them.
So July 3rd, before summer school started, I started the ball rolling. I sent them the form filled out, the network user request form. I never heard from him. You're saying I circumvented. I sent an email to the school secretary to please have an administrator to have me give access. So I did follow the protocol.
You are upsetting people. Your tone, your demeanor, your demands on the other end.
I'm not making demands. I'm just asking what the protocol was. Should have told me Monday that he spoke to Annette Lane.
Like you spoke to him.
I will sit and apologize to anybody who felt offended by any of my actions.
So I'm going to tell you right now, do not talk to her. So the piece that I keep getting stuck on here is you've said that IT told you, they gave you the information of what they would need to access, to give you access. You need to get approval from your administrator. I understand you may have sent the email. This is the 5th call you've had to their office where they've given you the information that.
But it's different information every time.
But this is the thing you have to understand, Steve. People don't know who Steve Berkowitz is and what the circumstances are. They have no idea that you retired in June.
I
They have
told them
no
that.
idea
I
that
explained
you're a
everything to
summer-
them.
Hi, Steve. This is from the BOCES OTI Help Desk. Yes, your account does show as disabled because you retired.
I've explained over and over. First thing I say is, I've retired. I'm working in the summer. I need to have access to a computer. Is there a way to do it? I have to go back and say, why can't I have access to a computer if I'm doing computer work? I think that's the big issue right here.
that form, that is his responsibility to sign that form and to
Okay.
give you access. She knows that that's not the proper procedure and would not agree to put
See,
in-
nobody told me that.
Do you understand that those comments are highly, highly inappropriate? But you do understand the inappropriateness of that comment?
Any sort of conversation about discrimination, any discriminatory practices, they're not appropriate.
It's highly inappropriate. What is it, 7:50? I don't even know. I think it's Holtzville, it's not Holbrook. I will tell you this, do not come in early and do not stay late. 8:30 to 2:30. Be there at 8:30, you're leaving at 2:30. You are not to make any phone calls, you're not speaking to anyone, you will not have computer access, that is not changed. You are not to contact anyone at BLC, to tell them your new assignment. We're severing all ties from everybody in Eastern Suffolk BOCES. We've really gone out on a limb, Steve.
Why can't I have access to a computer if I'm doing computer work?